You guys, I'm so excited that it's Disney week and we are learning a whole new world from Aladdin. It's one of my favorites. So we're gonna dive in right away. I'm going to let you have an opportunity, if you already haven't, to download from the links that I give you in the show description. So you've got my YouTube video right underneath. You have the show description. There's a little blurb about what the show is. And then just underneath that will be information about this week's song. You're going to see a Google Drive link for the sheet music. That's where all the notes are on there. So if you're a pianist, you'd be reading that. And then there's the text-only sheet. So go ahead, download both of those onto a separate device that you can watch while you're watching this YouTube, or print them. So take a second and do that now, and then we'll come back. All right, now that you have the music in front of you, let's go ahead and go through the order. This week, in previous weeks, I've used the text-only sheet, but actually this week I'm going to use the sheet music. Although I think you can do either or, it doesn't matter. It just turns out that it's a little easier for me to read some of the piano parts on the actual sheet music this week, so that's what I'm using. However, on your text sheet, the order is all the same. Everything's just like it is on the sheet music, except for one word difference. I'll point it out when we get there. There's one word that was different on the sheet music than on this lyric sheet, but you can see that I marked out one section. That's just a repeated section, and because I'm already going to be teaching you that section somewhere else in the song, I decided to cut that out also to save some time. So it's marked out for you. If you want to sing this song in its entirety, I am sure that there are karaoke tracks on YouTube that you can find where you can sing the whole thing with all of the fun Aladdin repeats where he sings in between all her stuff. So we're going to follow this order. So what we have, if you'll follow along either on your sheet music or on your text sheet, we have two verses to start going on. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid, tell me princess, now when did you just let your heart decide? I'm going to consider that a verse. Next, another verse. I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. So these two sections are pretty much the exact same tune, with one minor difference at the end of the second verse, where the tune, the melody kind of starts lifting up and climbing up in pitch to get us into the chorus melody. And then from there on out, you have mostly chorus melodies. So anything that starts with a whole new world, as you can see on your text sheet, is pretty much the chorus melody, is what I'm going to call it. So this is not going to be a hard song to learn because pretty much all of you probably already know this song. I just want to make sure that I'm communicating clearly about that order. So enough talk. Let's dive in. Let's go ahead and learn that first verse. So I'm going to sing it for you so you can just hear how it goes. I'm going to go all the way from I can show you the world up to let your heart decide. That's what I'm considering verse 1. Okay? So it sounds like this without playing all the intro stuff. Make sure this is loud enough for you. That's the first pitch. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? And then you get into the next verse. All right, that's how it sounds. Let's break it down like we always do. First, I'd like you to listen, just listen to the pitches, okay? I'm just gonna play what you'll be humming in just a second. Starting with I can show you the world. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I messed up just for a second, but I think you get it. Okay, so those are just the notes. If you didn't quite catch them all or you're not that familiar with this song, listen to the notes again. You can rewind just for the last 30 seconds and listen again. But I'm assuming most of you know this song, so we're gonna go on and go ahead and hum. So we always hum first. It's just a nice way to start getting the melody into our heads, into almost like our subconscious mind, so that we can then put everything together a little more confidently once we get to the words. Here we go. We're gonna hum together. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna assume that went okay. The next portion that we always do, just again to build our confidence, is to put a nonsense word on there. So we always pick la, although you really could pick la la la, da da da, ba ba ba, it doesn't matter. A nonsense word just to increase our confidence as we further voice all these pitches. And what I mean by voicing the pitches is really putting some oomph into it with our air instead of putting the words in there. So we're growing gradually our confidence. So la la la. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, la. La 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 la. Breathe. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right, great. You'll notice I took some breaths in some spots that maybe weren't obvious. So I've been breathing after I can show you the world. Breathe before the next phrase. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Breathe. Tell me, princess, now when did you last? I'm taking a catch breath, which means really quick. When did you last? Let your heart decide. And that's because I'm not a very low singer, and we're about to sing a low note, and I need more air to help support that low note. That's just me. Maybe you don't need a breath right there. All right, guys, here's the portion where we then dive into the big beats. Just make sure we know where all the words fit in, all the little small rhythms within the big beat. So this song is in 4/4 time, which for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, it means that the big beat you're clapping is in 4s, okay? So sets of 4. We'll clap 4 times, then you start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just helps us keep it in a system so we know where things are going. If you were reading the sheet music right now, you would see all these little bars. That is called a measure. And that's where those big beats exist. So because we're in 4/4 time, we have 4 beats existing in that one little box that you see. And you see the line. And then you have another box and you see another line. It's just giving you something, it's giving your eyes somewhere to follow and some sort of order for you to follow. That's exactly why we have sheet music. It's giving us an order. Sheet music is cool. Reading music is really cool. I don't get into it a lot during these lessons because I'm kind of making these very broad in age range and skill level, but it's really cool to read music. If you get a chance to dive into learning it, it's like a whole language. You're learning all these symbols and what they mean. It's pretty cool. All right, let's clap the big beat. Here we go, we're gonna go this tempo. Remember, tempo is how fast or slow we are going. 1, 2, ready, breathe. I can show you the world. We're going a little slow. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're gonna do it one more time and I'm gonna make it a little faster. It's a little too slow, but I wanted to make sure that everyone was able to accomplish it with me. So we're gonna go this speed now. 1, 2, ready, go. I can show you the world. 2, 3, 4. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? 2, 3, 4. And then we'd be into the next verse. All right, that's not easy for everyone. So if you need to go back and clap the big beats and find where everything lines up, Go ahead and do that now and just rewind. For everyone else, let's put it together. All right. Here we go. So we're gonna put the words together, all the rhythms, everything. This is it. Here's your first pitch. 1, 2, ready, breathe. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? And then we would get into the next verse. I'm sure that went well. Again, sure you already know this song, but for those of you who don't, I hope that you're with us now, because we're gonna move on to the next section. Verse 2, kind of verse 2. All the same melody, except for the very end of it, when we're starting to get towards the chorus melody, which is a whole new world, right? So I'm just gonna play you the pitches first. Take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a... Here's the difference. Yeah, so magic carpet ride is the only different pitch in this verse 2. So as you had in the first verse, you had let your heart decide. On verse 2, it's magic carpet ride. So you're just changing that last pitch to set you up for a whole new world, which we're about to get into. All right, since there's only one difference in this verse, there's only a difference in that last pitch for the word ride. It's going up. If you need to make a mark in your text sheet, if you're using the text only sheet and not your sheet music, just do a little arrow, draw an arrow pointing up on the word ride to remind yourself that one goes up, and then maybe you draw an arrow going down on the last syllable of decide. Just to remind yourself which one's going which direction, okay? So because I think you already know the big beats, the rhythm's the same, the notes are the same, we're just gonna jump in and sing the verse together, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. And there we are. All right, guys, so that's verse 1, verse 2. Now we're getting to the main event. That chorus melody is next. Okay, guys. We are here at the best part, that chorus melody, the quintessential melody of the whole piece, a whole new world. So, as always, I'm going to sing it first, you're going to listen, and then we're going to hum it. Here we go, right out of Magic Carpet Ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, no one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. And then we go into another, a whole new world. Okay, so guys, this is gonna be pretty easy, I think. I think pretty much everyone knows this melody, but let's hum it just to be safe and include those who maybe don't know it already. So we're gonna go from the line right before it, Magic Carpet Ride, just to get into it, okay? Magic Carpet Ride. That's what we're doing, all right? But we're gonna hum it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Good job, you guys. I bet you nailed it. So, I'm gonna move right along because, again, pretty sure you know it. Let's count those big beats, okay? We're still in that 4/4 beat. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's go faster. Yeah, about that fast. 1, 2, ready, go. Magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. All right, so rewind that if you need to get that beat going. Otherwise, pressing on. All right, let's put la 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 in there. Again, we're growing our confidence. We're not ready for the words yet. We want to make sure you really got that melody. And as always, just a reminder, when we working on our technique, we're always talking about using that breath pressure that we're creating with our low belly to tuck and send air out while we're singing. Don't neglect that. This song is going to make you really tired because it's got some high stuff. It's going to make you really tired if you aren't using that tucking sensation as you're releasing air back out to help fuel everything you're singing. So don't forget your low belly breath, all right? Here we go. La 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 from Magic Carpet Ride. 1, 2, here we go. La 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 la, la 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 la. Guys, let's put the words to it because I think we're ready to move on to that next chorus section. All right, so we're starting from Magic Carpet Ride. 1, 2, ready, go. Magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. Great job, guys. I so badly want to move on, so let's do it. For those of you who need a little more time who aren't familiar with the song, go ahead and rewind this whole section, but we're going to move on to the next part. So this next part, just kind of like verse 1, verse 2 area that we worked on, it really only has a very small difference at the very end. So we have a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew, but when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. That last little phrase is the only difference in pitches. So I'm gonna play it for you, but most of it is gonna be the same as what we just sang, okay? Here's your first pitch, just listen. Pitches. I'm going to play that last part for you because it's the part that's a little bit different. So the previous verse was, or say we're only dreaming. Now the end of this one is, crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. Do you see that line? It kind of dips down and then it goes back up and it dips back down. That's kind of the motion of what we're singing right there. So again, you can circle that on your music to remind yourself, if you don't read music, that that part's different. You can mark that on your text sheet. So I'm going to let you hum it now, just to make sure you've got those pitches at the end. We're going to start with A Whole New World. Ready? Breathe with me. 1, 2. Awesome. Okay. If you need some more time with that, rewind and listen to it again. We're going to move on. with the big beats. Again, it's really the same as what we just did, but I want to make sure that you feel confident. So we're going to clap out those big beats. Get it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're into unbelievable sights, which actually is a key change. We're going from D to F, key of F. Okay, those were the big beats, you guys. Let's go back now and put the words. We're gonna skip the la 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 section because this is just similar enough to the one we just sang. So we're gonna go ahead and sing the words right from A Whole New World, okay? So here we have 2 beats to get us in. 1, 2. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. Great job. If you need to do that again, do that for yourself. We are going to move on now to the next section for those who are ready, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about what I mean for the key change. So a key change is a little hard to explain for someone who doesn't have any music background, but I guess what I'm trying to say, the best way to say it is we have the melody exists in one area of our voices or of the instrument that we're playing. So the first part of the song that we sang existed in the key of D. So if you know anything about music, we are in a certain area of our voices and a certain area of the piano here, but then we're going to what's called modulate. We're going to move to a new key to kind of increase the intensity of what we're singing. So now I'm in a whole new world, unbelievable sights. And all of a sudden we've increased and moved our voices up a little bit. So the next part's gonna be a little higher in our voices. I hope that makes sense. So here we go with the next portion of the song. I would say that, this is like another verse melody. So unbelievable sights is the same as I can show you the world. So we're just a little higher in our voices. So I'm gonna let you listen to the pitches first, okay? And then we're into a whole new world. All right, so let's go ahead and put this to a hum. Let's practice the transition though. So we don't have an Aladdin here to sing the now I'm in a whole new world. So I'm just gonna hum it every time we go through this section, just so we can feel and hear the key changing, all right? So, whole new world with you. And then we get back into a whole new world. Okay, so that's humming. Again, if you need to review that, go ahead and do that. Let's skip the big beats because this is the exact same tune, just a little higher in our voices. So we're gonna skip the big beat because you've already done it earlier, and we're gonna skip the la la la. You should feel pretty confident that you know this melody because we have sung it before. So we're gonna jump right ahead to singing it with the words, okay? I'm gonna go back to now I'm in a whole new world with you to get into this key change, okay? Here we go. love the key change. This is super fun to sing. Okay, so I know we're going kind of fast for some people, but again, I think you kind of know this stuff anyway. So we are going to move forward with the next chorus. Okay guys, so we're here at another chorus melody, starting at A Whole New World, 100,000 Things to See. That's a word change from your text sheet versus the sheet music. And then a few phrases later, I'm like a shooting star, I've come so far, I can't go back. There's a period in the sheet music, I can't go back, but in your text sheet, I think is actually correct from the movie Aladdin. So I can't go back to where I used to be, a whole new world. So that's what we're doing. We're going to use that word difference. So we're going to say 1,000 things to see instead of things begin, like the sheet music says. And we're going to add, I can't go back to where I used to be. Okay? So those are the only changes word-wise in the music versus sheet music versus text sheet. So I want you to listen first. I'm gonna sing through A Whole New World, through I can't go back to where I used to be, okay? Here we go. I'm gonna sing it for you. A whole new world, 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star, I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world. So that's what it sounds like, all together. And now we're gonna hum it together, okay? Because it's really the same thing you sung before, just a little bit higher because of the key change. All right? Here we are. Here's your first pitch. Gotta play it right. 1, 2, breathe. So now that we've hummed it, and you already know the beats, and you've already done a similar melody, the same melody on a law, we're gonna go straight to singing it, okay? So, here's your first pitch. We're gonna sing it together. I'm gonna count 1, 2, a whole new world. That's where we're coming in, ready? 1, 2, a whole new world. 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Good job. All right, we are about to finish this song. We just have one more chorus. A whole new world, with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere, there's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you, and then we start slowing down and we get to the very end. Remember, we're skipping that section that repeats in the music. One, because I don't have an Aladdin with me to say all those fun little interjections, and also because we've already sung it before. So we're going to pause here so you can go back if you need to, and then we're gonna learn the very end. Here we are at the very end of A Whole New World. Okay, so I'm gonna sing it for you so you can hear it. I'm gonna sing all the way to the very end. So we are going with that last chorus melody, a whole new world with new horizons to pursue, all the way through the end. A thrilling chase, a wondrous place. All right, cross your fingers that I don't mess up on the piano. Remember, I'm not a great pianist. Okay, so we just came out of can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. messed up a little bit on the piano, but that's it. That's the end of the song. So you guys, let's go ahead and hum this for ourselves. Oh wait, no, actually I should go ahead and play you the notes. Let's do that first, because there's a couple different notes going on here, all right? So I'm gonna start from A Whole New World right before the end. Yay! Those are the notes. So guys, we are going to skip the humming this time and just try it on la, mostly because this gets pretty high and it's a little hard for most people to hum that high. So we're going to go straight to the nonsense word of la la la, putting them to these notes. And then we're going to make sure that everyone's with the rhythm as well, okay? So let's do la 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 first. We're going to start from A Whole New World. That's your first pitch. La, 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 la. All right, I'm going to sing it nice and lightly so that you can have a chance to really sing it out. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Breathe. La 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 la. La 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 la. Breathe. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right. So there's also a little harmony you can put in here. So when Aladdin joins in the very end, they do a little bit of a different thing where he sings a set of notes and she sings a set of notes, but they go together well. That's what a harmony is. So he sings, for you and me, and she sings, for you and me. Let's see if I can play it together. For you and me, for you and me. Those are the two different things. You have a choice. So if you're a guy, maybe you want to do the for you and me. And if you're a girl playing Jasmine, you can do for you and me. So that's a little bit of an advanced thing if you want to try a harmony together, okay? Let's go ahead and clap the big beat and just make sure we're on the same page, okay? So this really shouldn't be all that different from what we've done before. Actually, I'll go a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to start from A Whole New World. Ready? On a 2 beat. I'm going to count in 2, and then we're going to start on 3 and 4. 1, 2. A whole new world off with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. This is where the beat slows down. Bump. A whole new world. 1, 2, that's where we'll be. 2, 3, 4, off. Breathe. A thrilling chase. Off. A wondrous place. Off. For you and me. So that one's kind of out of time, which means basically you're not clapping there, you're not keeping a big beat. It's very free. So after the rhythm slows down, so I don't know if you caught it, but right after, let me share this whole new world with you. So I just want you to be sure that you know that we're slowing down at the end, and that last line for you and me is out of time, which means you just take your time singing it. For you and me. And then the piano comes in. And then we finish out the song. All right, we're at that place. We're ready to sing the end of this song. All right, we're gonna start from A Whole New World and go through the end. So we just sang, can't go back to where I used to be. That's where we are. We're going to come in on to the end, okay? Here we go. I'm going to sing lightly so that you can really sing out, all right? Ready? 1, 2. A whole new world with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. That's where we'll be. A thrilling chase, a wondrous place for you and me. Awesome. I bet you nailed it. You guys, we're ready to put the whole thing together. Deep breath. Here we go. Entire song. I'm going to sing it out with you, okay? And then after that, I'm just going to play the piano part, and it's your turn to sing it all by yourself. I could give you a little bit of an intro. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling on an endless diamond sky. A whole new world, 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star, I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. A whole new world with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere. It's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. That's where we'll be. A thrilling chase, a wondrous place for you and me. We did it! I did it imperfectly. It doesn't matter. That was really fun. I hope you had a good time singing that. And now it's your time to shine. You're going to do it without me, without my messing up on the piano as well. And you're going to rock it. So that's next. Enjoy. You guys, you did it. Congratulations on playing Jasmine and Aladdin today with me. That was really fun. I love Disney. I'm sure we're gonna do other Disney things during this time together. We are all done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you just joined for this video about the song and learning the song, you can hop over to the technique video where we're working on our breathing, our tension reduction, and our clarity and resonance, and we also play a game. So go back to that one if you haven't already. And if you have, thanks so much for joining me. I am so glad that you're here, and have a great week. Enjoy the music that you've just learned and share it with others, and continue to share the joy of music every chance you get. Bye guys.